This is a story about two little girls, Julia and Annabel. It's about two families in worlds far apart. It's about a war and a disease which connects them. It's about hope over hopelessness. It's a story about the kindness of strangers. On a street corner in Rafah, Gaza, a tent is home for now for the Abu Zeaiter family. Amjad, Maha, and their two daughters, Sham and Julia, who has the rarest of diseases, a genetic disorder called AHC. Just 1,000 people worldwide have been diagnosed with it, and she's living with it in the middle of a war.
She's only 3.5 years. I want her to go out and play, but now she can't move at all.
The Abu Zeiters are from the north of Gaza, pushed south by the war, now stuck in a city which could be the next battlefield, and with a daughter whose condition is compounded by just the slightest stress.
I talked to myself saying it's over. I lost my girl. She spent almost 2 months at the same situation. A guy called Simon, he gave us a call saying he would like to help. His daughter, she has the same situation.
Annabel lives with the most challenging condition that we could imagine, neurological degeneration, and she lives with it with a smile on her face. And we're imagining the same for Julia in the most dire of circumstances.
Simon and Nina Frost are Annabel's parents. 5,000 miles away in America, they are accidental experts in AHC after their little girl was diagnosed with it 4 years ago.
The best description that we've had of AHC is the human time bomb disease. You never know when one of their episodes is going to strike. You never know how bad it's going to be. It could be triggered by something very minor, and it could send the child to into intensive care. It could kill them.
Rare diseases bring strangers together.
Our kids are all so similar in not just in how they suffer and not just how they experience the disease, but how they love people and how they love their families.
You can see in this photo over here, her hand is like that, and she can't get it out of that position.
And so the Frosts and the Abu Zeiters have found each other. Through Facebook they connected.
And he's asking, is this normal?
And through translated messages they chat.
They don't have the medicines they need and the doctors that they need to really treat her properly, prevent episodes and address them when she has them. So we've been trying to gather a group that can support her. It's been constant communication and really difficult with the translation issues.
From the moment that we first heard, it was just really a frenetic kind of, what can we do, what can we do, what can we do? You know, we take such care to protect Annabel from any possible stimulus that might be hard on her. She is vulnerable, and she's in the most protective, comfortable, safe home that, any child could hope for. And Julia's circumstances are just perilous.
Our living condition during the wartime is very difficult. The journey to get her a medicine is full of difficulties. But for me, it's important to get her the medicine rather than to have food for any one of us.
Simon has managed to coordinate with the right people to get the right medication into Gaza. Now the challenge is getting her out to Egypt and then on a medical flight to Abu Dhabi. It's hard, maybe impossible.
Julia's circumstances are, exponentially worse. But I think we've always embraced the idea that we can do something to help, we must do something to help, and that we should. I mean, I think it's always been, if not us, then who?
That could take some time. And I suppose that's the key thing. You don't have time, not just because the situation in Rafah is so unpredictable, but because her life is so unpredictable. Her seizures could happen at any point.
And it seems like she's really declined. I mean, it seems like exactly what we would have predicted has in fact happened, that she has gone from being, a happy 3-year-old with a profoundly difficult disease to being kind of this shell of herself.
She's dying next to me, and I cannot even do anything. The most scary thing in my life is losing my daughter.
There is some chance of an extraction soon. It is not guaranteed, but it is some hope for one little girl. In a place where uncertainty and hopelessness is all around. Mark Stone, Sky News in Washington.